Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and I've got to come clean. I'm a dirty reseller.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Hey guys, welcome into the channel. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. I go to garage sales and estate sales. I go to thrift stores. I buy stuff, and then I sell it again online. Mostly, I'm doing that on eBay. And yeah, my dirty secret is out. I'm a dirty reseller. We're going to talk about that here coming up in just a little bit. I had some boots and I had a customer. We'll talk about it. But first, let's take a look at what I sold. And here they are, some really nice sales, like always. Really nice mix of stuff, but some easy shippers this weekend. So I am good with that. And we'll start down here. We got more of the cabinet cards going out. Actually, most of them going out are the small cabinet cards. Just one of the standard size. These smaller guys selling well. I priced them, like I said in the last video, I priced them to move, and move they have. Of course, still have more. Look at this one. This one's pretty cool. I'm assuming mom and the two kids. Very stern looking woman. And this one is headed out the door for $4 plus shipping. That a deal that we made on that one. Had an offer and a counter offer and a counter offer. And then over here, we've got a trio. These all going out. Let me move you so we don't get them mixed up. These all going out to the same, one second, David, to the same buyer. So we've got a lot of the same style here of photos with the high collar and the little lace right there, hair pulled back. Pretty cool. See, again, the same style, really, of Victorian dress. So all three of these going out to one buyer, and we'll be able to get some of the shipping back to this buyer for sure. $11.26 plus shipping. And then we've got this single here. Again, really same kind of style, I guess. Larger lace cuffs and collar there. A lot of buttons on that dress. Very cool picture. $3.78 plus shipping. And then we've got the larger style cabinet card. I really like that. Outfit is pretty cool with the stripes. Again, with the high collar. Got the bangs going on there, the 90s bangs, in this case, the 1890s bangs. $9.98 plus shipping on those. Let me move these out of the way so they don't get mixed up or lost, and then we'll look at what's underneath. All right, let's look at some DVDs. A lot of DVDs heading out this weekend. Frozen 2. Still a pretty good title, actually. Not great money, but this thing sold in just a couple of days. $3.49 plus shipping. The Best of Bowie. This is a pretty good set. You can see it's got 2 discs here, and it's got some shelfware. But the discs are in really nice shape, and this thing sold for $9.89 plus shipping. Cher live at the Mirage. Very cool. I've stayed at the Mirage before. Very nice place. And the Cher DVD, $5.99 plus shipping. We'll slide a VHS into the mix. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This is the CBS Fox version, not the oldest CBS Fox version, but it does still sell. It's got great artwork, and I knew this was one to pick up. It didn't take all that long, a handful of months. But I've got a media shelf, no big deal, and it looked cool sitting there. $5.99 plus shipping on that as well. This I took an offer on. Cessna, a Master's Expression. I really don't know. Well, there's the cover, actually, right there. The people, the products, the passion. So it must be some sort of documentary about Cessna. I took an offer on this of $5 plus shipping. We've got, this is a good media sale here. The Joan Collins collection. Looking nice on the cover there. And there are the movies here. The Girl in the Red Velvet Swing. Rally Round, The Flag Boys, Sea Wife, Seven Thieves, and Stopover Tokyo. So there you go. And this is a pretty good collection. Joan Collins, $25.59 plus shipping. And we've got one other up here. Lower dollar, but this was one of those where it's picture of the front, picture of the back, sells similar. $1.99 plus shipping for The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. We've got some movies going out. We've also got some games going out. Easy Packers. These just slide into a padded envelope. I love it. SpongeBob SquarePants, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, Black Label, PS2, $7.99 plus shipping. A little better here. War of the Monsters on the PS2. Now, if this one was complete with the manual, would have been fantastic, but this is a relatively rare game. So if you find this one, pick it up. Even without the manual, making it complete, $19.19 plus shipping. Pretty good. Not great here, but it's a sale. PlayStation 2, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I think this offer that I sent out that was accepted. $4.73 plus shipping. And then we've got Tony Hawk's American Wasteland Special Edition. We just sold one of these. Now the other one is headed out. $9.98 plus shipping. We've got some smalls going on up here. We've got an Arizona patch. I think I grabbed the right patch. I got to double check. I have some different versions of different states, but bought them in bulk quantity listing on some of them. And I got an offer that was a little too low, so countered back at $7 free shipping. Obviously going out at the 4-ounce rate, so still be a couple bucks left over. After that, we've got another Thomas the Train figure here, old wood figure with the magnet on there. This is Whiff. Yeah, it's Whiff. And bought him in a bundle of other Thomas stuff. $5 for a whole box. And he sold by himself $8.98 plus shipping. Here's our international sale of the weekend. Jurassic Park Raptor figure. Squeeze the legs and the head comes down, mouth opens up a little bit. This is a cool figure. And it's headed to Turkey. $15.79 plus that international shipping. We've got a little Fontanini piece here. Nativity replacement. And the goat has sold for $9.98 plus shipping. We've got another knife going out. Swiss Army knife. This is a nice one. Bought it in a bag of knives for $5. This one I took an offer of $13 plus shipping. We've got some little PVC figures here. Winnie the Pooh. We got Winnie and Eeyore and Tigger, and there's Piglet down in there. So for the set of 4 of them, also put cake toppers in the title because a lot of people use them to, well, put on top of birthday cakes and that sort of thing. These guys, $7.99 plus shipping. We've got some shirts going out. I've already got them in the bags, but you can see on the picture here, this one, an Adidas Polo, $13 plus shipping there. Here is our auction shirt. Get your ducks in a row. 100% of the proceeds going to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Let's turn them right side up. And Dean picked this thing up on auction for $26. And he sent me a message. I think it was even all in caps. And he said, do not send out the shirt. Dean is donating this back. We're going to auction this again. So I'm going to put this up to auction here a little bit later on today. We're going to relist it, and it's going to go up for auction again, 100% going to the Gary Sinise Foundation. So I'll send you something, Dean. I'll find something and send it your way. But that's really, really cool. So if you're interested, look in the store. The shirt is going to be up for auction once again, and Dean donating his $26 purchase without the shirt. Thank you so much for that. And then we've got here, you can see, well, the back half of it. It's Telluride. Telluride, Colorado. Famous ski destination. This one I accepted an offer of $7 plus shipping. All right, then we've got an East Bay magazine. Mike Trout on the cover. This from a storage locker that we bought some time ago, and it had a bunch of different magazines in there, and a good number of them are worth a little bit of money. They're very slow, but when you can list an old magazine and after a while get for it $22.39 plus shipping, that's not so bad. Then we've got our bestseller over here, but we're going to make you wait because this is tipping over and I don't want it to fall. The Anniversary Cookbook, 1886 to 1986, from a little Lutheran church in North Dakota. You can see there's all sorts of recipes in here. Maybe you'll see one that you like as I flip through. Look, there's glazed strawberry pie from Beverly. So, Brian Klaus, get to working on it. Let's see. Let's see if we can find one for Dave to do in the kitchen. There we go. Lemon dessert. I don't know. Let's see. Frozen strawberry dessert. I'm down with that. These can sell, guys. These old cookbooks like this. They sell very, very slowly and not for all that much. Sometimes you have to lot them up. But I got, I think, 3 or 4 of them, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to list them. Why not? And this is the first one of them that has now sold. It looks like an awful lot of desserts and stuff in this one. But very cool. It's a collection of, different little church ladies' favorite recipes. So there's some good stuff in here. And this thing sold for $9.98 plus shipping. Pretty cool. Well, I was going to move over, but I told you we were going to do this one next. Pokemon Master Trainer. Gotta catch them all. This game is still a bolo, guys. I picked this up this summer. I paid $20 for it because I asked the guy, I said, hey, do you know if this is complete? He said he didn't. I can't remember. I think he had it at like 25 or 30 bucks, something like that. And I said, well, not knowing whether it's complete or not, would you take 20 bucks? And he said, yeah, that was fair. Well, I got into it, started counting all the pieces, and we were too shy. So I was able to get on eBay and there was one little token, a little card, I guess, and then a token like a moving piece, one color moving piece of that guy. And so I bought both of those online. So I maybe we're 10 more bucks into it or so. So call it $30 all into this thing. It's in beautiful condition, and it's sold in about 12 hours. This thing, the price is set, and the sell-through is phenomenal. And if you find this, at least right now, you're going to get for it $124.79 or thereabouts. Right about 125 bucks is where this thing sells at. And it's a fantastic sell. I actually just pulled this out of like a lot of stuff out of the death pile and knew that it would sell. I thought, you know what? Okay, it's time to list this thing. Sure enough, sold very, very quickly. Happy with that sale. Really happy with that sale. Aerosmith, Music from Another Dimension. So we've got another vinyl headed out. This is really cool. It's been sitting for a while. I paid up for this at a garage sale this past summer. I think I paid $10 for it. But I knew it was worth it. It's more than I wanted to spend on it, but I knew it was also worth it. So I did pick it up, and now this one going to, it looks like a freight forwarder in Portland, Oregon, ultimately headed to, I think, China. $37 plus shipping. We've got a couple of salt and pepper shakers here, little chickens. And when I got these, I knew they weren't super valuable or anything, but at some point I was looking at them thinking at some point somebody is going to see those and love them, and so they were worth picking up. I got them really cheap, and they sold for $9.98 plus shipping. We've got here some shiny bright ornaments. These are very cool. They have different like carolers on them. Some of them have a little bit of a different scene. We've got the 2 women there. See, we got 2 guys there, got the hats going on, different colors. It's not a complete set. 2 blue, 2 of this, 2 of that, missing a green. I don't think this is even in the original box, but it helps to have a box to ship them in. And even after Christmas, guys, Shiny Bright, that's the brand right there. These things have quite a strong collector base, and I accepted an offer on these of $21 plus shipping. I could have eventually waited out and got closer to 25, 26, something like that, but why not move them out? And it's the off season. So I'm not going to sit on them if I don't have to. Here you go. Second to last. I know I made you wait on them a little bit. It was not intentional. It just kind of happened. Here's the brand, Helena. You can see underneath it, made in Italy. It doesn't show up very well on there because these are vintage and it is certainly faded. These are used boots. They've got some issues with them. Okay, I could have, I could have worked on these. You put some leather conditioner or something on there. You bring back the leather a little bit. There are no insoles. Okay, I could have gotten some insoles for them. One of the laces, here it is. It's on this one. One of the laces is just about gone. I mean, that needs a new lace. It's gone. Right? You can't tighten that at this point. It's near the end, so you might be able to make it work, but that shoelace is messed up, so you're going to need new laces. I could have got replacement laces. And on the bottom, look at that. I know. I'm dirty. I'm a dirty reseller. These lug soles are a pain in the butt to clean. Okay? And so I decided I didn't really want to clean the bottom of them. They're not filthy, but they're certainly dirty, right? There's some mud on there. But this brand is a good brand. Oop, stay. This is a good brand. It's a vintage brand. It's relatively rare. There are not that many out there listed. And so, like I do with some things, I decided that this was going to sell itself. I didn't have to do the extra work. This was going to sell even if I didn't. Okay? So I could have done all of those things and listed it right at market value. I elected not to. I listed it under the market because it had issues and I didn't clean them up. I just listed them the way I bought them. And I got an offer on them that was a little bit low underneath what I listed. But there's not a huge sell-through on these. So I thought, you know what? We're going to take it. So I accepted an offer on these of $50 plus shipping. And shipping's a little bit because these are really heavy boots. Like the soles on these and just the boot itself, it's just a very, very heavy boot. And so, you know what? I thought, that's fair. I'm going to take it. Okay? And then I started getting questions after the fact. So let's move on. We'll show you the last thing, and then we'll go over these boots a little bit more. We'll talk about them. I'll get your opinion on them. But the last thing here, I'll show you. It's impossible to really show you the whole thing because it's huge. It's a 42R flight suit, cold weather flight suit. Look, here's the card right here, and you can see that this sold for a pretty good amount, $79.99 plus shipping. I paid $20 for this thing. Nice turnaround. And then one duck headed out today to Yvonne. A little bit of a bigger surfer duck that we've got. Thank you so much. So good sales, right? I mean, I'm very happy with the sales, but the boots were interesting. I got that offer. I decided to accept that offer. And then after the fact, after they had paid, then this customer sent me a message asking, will this need new insoles and are they wide? I have narrow feet. So I went back and I double checked the listing. I had the size in there and I had the fact that it will need new insoles. So I told them, yes, it will need insoles and they're not particularly wide. They're fine. And then a little bit later, they sent me, well, here, just look at the messages. I put this up on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, we had a pretty good discussion on there with a couple of different people about this. But it was interesting to then get the message where they basically said, hey, before you send these off, I need you to clean the soles. I kept it, business, professional, short and sweet. It's going to be sent the way that it's in the pictures. And well, it's not that hard to clean the soles, right? In this case, actually, yeah, it is. Cleaning those bottoms is a pain in the butt. And I decided I didn't want to do it with this pair of shoes. So that's why I listed them like I did. I listed them below market value and I took an offer below that. So it was strange to then get a message after the fact saying, hey, I need you to do this to them. It's not the way it works, right? I mean, it'd be one thing if they sent a message beforehand and said, hey, I'm interested in these, but if I get them, would you do this? Would you clean the bottom? Or would you, and I would probably say the same thing. No, they would ship just as they were listed. I decided that I didn't want to take the time that it would take out of my day to clean those that particular day. I just decided I can use that time to list 5 more things, or whatever the math equates to. I decided that I'm going to let these boots sell themselves, and it doesn't matter that they're dirty. Now, I've sold multiple pair of boots here in the last few months, and several of them had some dirt on the bottom of the sole, and it doesn't seem to matter. Now, if it was most anything, I clean most of my stuff. And as somebody pointed out on Instagram, so yeah, I had a couple of people say I would clean them. It presents better. They'll sell quicker. And that's not wrong, right? I mean, it's always good to present your items in the best light possible. But there's also something to be said for streamlining. For underpricing, getting them out quicker, and saving the time on cleaning them. Is it worth the extra money, the extra time? You have to decide that. In this case, I decided no. And so we'll see. I don't know. I never heard anything back from that customer after that. I've shipped them out. So we'll see what I get back. I'll let you know if I hear anything back from the buyer, if they leave some sort of weird feedback, or if there's an issue, whatever. But I thought it was interesting, and it brings up a good conversation point like we had on Instagram of, well, do you clean all of your stuff? In this case, the lug sole shoes that would take a little bit of effort, a little bit of time to get in there and clean those things up. Do you do that with everything? Or sometimes do you say, you know what? I'm going to sell this item just as it is, and we'll see how it goes. So it's interesting. I think it's always interesting looking at how different resellers do different things. And so I thought I'd bring it to you. Would you list those that way, I guess? How would you respond to that customer? All of the things we've talked about. Talk about them down below. Discuss amongst yourselves.